Hey there guys, and welcome to another kind of full clear guide for Link to the Past Randomizer. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but Mire was specifically requested by Feeny, and sorry that it took me so long to make this, Feeny, but here it is. So first off, I'm not going to cover Mire 2 because that's covered in a million other things. I'm also pretty rusty, so I wouldn't show good examples anyway. But, so everybody's gonna be, coming out of Mire 2. So first place you want to go is you want to go to the top right here. Oh, got frame ruled. Okay, so you want to come up here. If you can hover, you want to go up first, and that'll make sense in a second. If you don't hover, then I mean, it's kind of basically 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But if you have boots and you can hover, you definitely want to come up here. And the reason I say that is that if this happens to be the big key, that is the hallway, or that is the staircase right up there that leads directly to Vitreous. If you're in go mode, I should say. I should also say if you're in go mode, and you can hover. If this is big key, then you can just, kind of hover right over to Vitreous and everything like that. If you fail this hover, it's a pretty lengthy hover. So it's kind of, I would probably just go around at that point, but that's just me. And if you don't have boots and you have enough health to spare, once you get that item, just fall off the ledge, and it's, I think, a little bit faster than just walking back. If you have boots, then just dash back this way. So after that, you want to come to the right here. You want to grab this chest. Ideally, this should only take like 3 hearts, maybe 4. But you just want to come over here, pick this up, wait for a second, grab that, and then boom, 3 hearts. Make sure you get this key. Don't forget that key. That can really screw with some routing. After that, so that's pretty much the standard play, is upright after that. There's not really much variation there. After that, you want to come down here, kill this guy for the key, flip the switch, and come over here. So some people there might be a little variation here. Some people might go to the right and grab the chest by the switch blocks now. I usually wait until after this next room that I'm about to do, and I'll explain why. So you want to light these 4 torches, and so here's a little quirk of the logic. As of version 29, if this is a small key in Randomizer, the big key is guaranteed to be in the vanilla location. You can, think your way through it. There's a reason for it. Is just key distribution. Basically, like, if there's a small key there, it just has to be there, because otherwise you can waste your keys in soft lock. So if that chest is a small key, you would just come down here and just go directly down to vanilla big key if you're in go mode. If not, come back this way. Grab this item right here. Then I would probably go do vanilla big key. Some people at this point might actually go ahead and check if they've got the big key by this point. They might actually go check the big chest location looking for 2 items. Full magic under there, by the way. Some people might go grab the big chest and the chest next to it instead of vanilla big key. I just kind of try and get the band-aid off Just rip it off quickly. The reason a lot of people avoid this chest is this cutscene. This cutscene takes a very long time. It's like 17 seconds or something like that. Something ridiculous. So it takes a while. It's because this wall to the right here is moving, but this is the vanilla big key location. If it was a small key, you have to go through that cutscene because the big key will be here. Then, after that, if you've gotten both items and the big key at this point, you can just go up through the door here and get to Vitreous. If you have not yet, you want to come up here. The reason I don't just go straight to the vanilla big key and grab this chest over here now is because there's a bit of travel, like you eliminate this travel time here. But I don't know, it's kind of up for debate. There's also an extra room transition, so I'm definitely not saying that my routing is the absolute most efficient routing. This is just kind of how I full clear the dungeon. So at this point, you want to come up here and get to the big key. This next room, you can actually skip the anti-fairy with boots. It's the third, like this right up here is kind of my visual cue. Let me get rid of that. Once you pass that third block, hopefully the anti-fairy is reset. Okay, yeah. Then you can just dash right past him. Now this room is going to be different if you do or don't have hookshot. If you have hookshot, you can just walk a little bit down here. And then just hookshot here, dash up. If you don't have hookshot, but you do have boots, you can make it just by dashing, just as long as you don't bonk. You've got plenty of time to make it. And then you would open the big chest. Because the blue switch is still flipped, you would come down here, grab it that way, and you're good to go. That's pretty much a full clear. At that point, you're just going to rush the end to Vitreous, and which is pretty self-explanatory. There are plenty of guides as far as like execution and everything like that within NMG. But yeah, that's basically the routing I go for. Some people will opt to gamble on Vitreous, depending on whether he's a crystal or not, and whether you have an item already. Some people might gamble going to Vitreous and skipping the big chest and this chest over here, and then just going back in for it later. That's also a viable option. Yeah, so that's pretty much just my full clear routing, more or less. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.